Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Tag Around the Hong Kong MTR. I seriously recommend watching episode 1 as things really heat up this episode. In this episode, the team of me and Kelly are at Admiralty Station as we try to complete our card's sad song and is this ExpoCon in order to have enough stations to make it to South Horizon Station. However, the team of Josh and Ian are right on our tail and on a train towards Admiralty 2, whilst Team Cody and Henrik will surely join them once their course is over. And oh yeah, the Bulbasaur represents the South Island line, they're both green, the Charmander represents the Chunmon line, whilst the Squirtle represents the East Rail line, and they're the three main lines that we must take to reach our end zones. With our plan out the way, it's time to see whether we're gonna make it. It's score or be tagged. And almost immediately on our wall, Kelly found a cigarette in a no smoke zone, by the way, which was extremely well played, and I sang Untitled, but I think Untitled would be better in a different context. Plus, I sang pretty poorly, but at least that puts us up at one station. Hello, people. Right, so Kelly just found a cigarette on the floor. That's 亂拋垃圾 I mean, that's like two bad things at once, because like that was I think a no smoke zone. I saw a no smoking sign. Well, so whoever that was, thank you for letting us do the challenge, but just please don't do that. That's illegal. We do not condone illegal activity on this channel. Anyways, Josh just asked which station we're at, and he can get to Admiralty with his 4 stations. So we're kind of, I believe Henrik and Cody can as well. So, but if we manage to pull this plan off, because now we have 1 station, if we're able to walk to the exhibition center at 4, that'll be 5 stations. Then we can just board the train back at Wanzer exhibition, whichever one's closer. And then we can take the train to Admiralty and then the 4 to South Horizon. And then we get our first point. So it's now the question is whether they can stop us or not. I don't know. It's gonna be close, I think. Well, beautiful, by the way. Hong Kong Island itself is a beautiful island, but the experiences that I've had on this game on Hong Kong Island has been less than optimal, I'll say, without spoiling anything, because Kelly hasn't, watched past episode 6. I open my eyes, I try to see, but I'm blinded by the white light. I can't remember how, I can't remember why I'm lying here tonight, and I can't stand the pain, and I can't make it go away. No, I can't stand the pain. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, there's nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me? Okay, so Josh and Ian are after us. They're asking us for our location. I bet they're at Admiralty right now. Just gonna take them on a wild goose chase, I guess. There, that's where we took it yesterday. Wait, where would the station be? Like the exhibition? Where would the station be? Because
What do you mean?
like the exhibition station.
It's inside.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, like underground, but like.
Not behind us. Are those them? Are those? No, that can't be them, right? Alright, we are so close. Okay, let's go. Is this ExpoCon? Walk from Admiralty to the exhibition center, not the station. Alright, so we have now made it to exhibition center and we've walked, and then the only thing that's getting in our way right now is Josh and Ian. and Henrik and Cody, which is a lot of people. But we think that if we can get on a train, they might not be able to get us. I just don't know whether they're just following after us or they're camping at Admiralty. If I were them, I would just camp at Admiralty and just wait for what we're gonna do. But if they're not, I think we get the first point. There we are. That's the station should be.
That's nice.
Yo, okay, everyone, we have a genius strategy, right? So basically, they're near the pier, I think. I don't know where the pier is.
Like they're basically near the exhibition center.
Yeah, they're near the exhibition center. So they have two choices of stations to get into. They can either go to Admiralty, where we're at right now, or they can go to Wanzai. So we're sending Cody off to Wanzai, so they can't get in there. And then we are going to go to Admiralty and cockblock the south. Where are you?
Technically, we're already at Admiralty.
Yeah, well, we're gonna cockblock the South Island line. So then we're going to force them to change their plans and move somewhere else, so they can extend their lovely little day.
So they have two options right now. They could either go straight all the way to their stop, where Cody will be at, or they could go all the way around up the like light blue line, the east rail line,
which would take, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours maybe.
and then go back all the way across the green line, then go down.
And they still have to do a ton of challenges. So
exactly,
this is a great idea. Also, look at this. Look at this escalator. It's fucking crazy. Alright, so we've made it to the station. No Josh in sight yet. No Ian in sight. No Henrik in sight. No Cody in sight. Admiralty, Ocean Park, Longshore. We have the 5 we need. We just need to make it to South Horizons before they can. However, it wouldn't be a Dino Second video if it weren't for me and Kelly getting completely lost on Hong Kong Island. Well, it was my fault, right? So we couldn't find the station for quite a long time, which is a big rip to us, as it now allowed Cody and Henrik to have the time outside of their curse to make it to Hong Kong Island too. It should be underground, right, the station? Why is there no one here? Oh wait, the book fair is over, right, today? It's...
We're here. Where's this restaurant?
Oh, it's that diner. Crap. MTR. There. Just go down, I guess. That's what it's... I just had a mega brain idea to show Anakin where we are for the sketchy card. We showed them this poster, which basically tells them we're camping the green fucking island live. Good luck on your day, Am. So me and Kelly saw that Josh was camping. By the way, Josh, Ian, whoever drew this is a cow. This ain't an MTR train. Thank you very much. However, in our mind, we weren't sure whether Cody and Henrik were going after us on foot or what their plan was. So immediately taking the MTR to Admiralty was basically asking to suicide into Josh and Ian. So we decided to try and sit at the gift shop and then try and do our 2 cards there. We're the greatest city, and I listened in physics class and immediately thought of vetoing the second one, because Kelly doesn't take physics and I couldn't be asked to calculate exact speeds even though that card was easy. You just need to know the acceleration of free fall, 9.8 m over second square, and time, provided that, you know, it is constant acceleration, which it is. Anyways, vetoing, by the way, makes you unable to take the MTR and do challenges for 10, 20, or even 30 minutes, which we did not want to risk. We're the greatest city sounded great, but we're both too passive to diss and immediately got writer's block, so trying to go east to Wanchai to evade Josh, which required 7 stations to get to Southgate 1, seemed impossible. So we decided to play a game of chicken with Josh. It was essentially a staring contest, with Josh and Ian waiting for us at Admiralty, and me and Kelly waiting for him to leave Admiralty, and the person that flinched loses. That's sketchy. Visit a local attraction. Draw an image of this attraction. If your opponents can guess where this is, complete this card. I love how right now we're basically wingmanning him through a game that he created an hour ago, and also in a way that is completely legitimate for the game. Okay, anyways,
that's sketchy. That's very sketchy.
Here's the shuffle. No, we are abiding by the rules.
Doesn't mean it's not. Oh, come on. What is something we could do in a station? Well, if we do both of these, then like we get like 16 stations.
Yeah. How do we do a football pitch?
Is it one? Can you get a ball?
Well, I can make a paper ball. The ball doesn't matter.
It has to be a football pitch.
Yeah,
that
we
was,
have to go to
that was the
football
one we
pitch.
just went to.
Yeah, we went to a football pitch just now. Okay, we'll figure something out. Football skills. Go to a football pitch. Then juggle a ball 10 times. So as you can see, Josh is beginning to flinch and leave Admiralty Station for Wan Chai to find the football pitch. This means that if me and Kelly end our game of chicken now, we'd be able to sneak past Josh and Ian safely before Cody and Henry can box us in. But alas, we kept on waiting as we did not know what was going on and missed a golden opportunity. However, Ian and Josh gave up on the Cody going to Wan Chai plan. As Cody and Henrik arrived at Admiralty Station, unfortunately, Henrik had to go take a poo, and when he came out, he completely forgot where the stairs were. Now, Admiralty is a big station, but you cannot forget where the stairs are. Come on. Oh no, where are the stairs? Now, at this point, it had been like 10 minutes since hiding in the gift store. Well, it was a nice experience with air conditioning, but we had the feeling that Josh and Ian were now after us because Cody and Henrik were believed to be guarding Admiralty Station after it openly challenged Josh and Ian to get to us. So we had to leave, and again the dilemma of whether we went to Southgate 1 or South Horizons emerged. Southgate 1 seems safer, but we need to complete the diss track, while South Horizons Station would require me to get past Josh and Ian and what we believe to be the Exhibition Center Station, and Cody and Henrik, whom we guessed to be at Admiralty, but we required no further challenges. And in the end, we chose the riskier option because we didn't actually know what Josh and Ian were doing, and we had faith that we could dodge Henrik and Cody at Admiralty. Okay, right, so we've decided to go for the gamble and just hope Josh doesn't get us. Because I'm tired of waiting there, like, I don't want to spend the whole day, like, I know that might be our best shot, but like, it'd be a boring video if we just shopping at the exhibition center. So we'll see. Then Josh sent this pic into the WhatsApp group and sent a message that he was going to send to Henrik too, something along the lines of stay in position, a sign that he was coming to Russia as well. Henrik and Cody were camping in Admiralty. Continuing with the Mega Brain strats, they're not Mega Brain, they're just kind of trolly.
We took a photo of like the board which says Exhibition Center.
Yeah.
Where they're at.
Like at the MTR station.
And we sent it to the group.
We sent it to the group, and then we told Henrik and Cody to stay in position, and then I deleted the message and said, oh shit, I sent it to the wrong group, after I made sure Anakin saw the message.
I don't know if Anakin is... Okay, Anakin is probably smart enough to realize we're messing with him. But...
Yeah, but it's still super funny. This is a football pitch, alright. Okay, so we're at the station. The train just came. We're gonna sneak on it. Right, it's okay. 3, 2. This train's so slow. That train's like hiding behind a pillar right now so they can't see us. God. Go. Unfortunately for them, the station they were at was at Wan Chai Station, as shown by the green, whilst we were at Exhibition Center Station, not green. Josh forgot Exhibition Center existed. He also sent the message way too late. By the time he sent the message, we were waiting for the train at the Exhibition Station inside of the paid area. Now, as in Hong Kong, the station exit signs are outside of the paid area, and also the fact that the station colorings of Wan Chai and Exhibition Station were different, we knew that we were safe once he sent that message. We could also guess that they weren't at Admiralty again due to the station coloring, but also the weird exit landmarks. However, we still hid behind a pillar because A, half our waiting time was before his message, and B, I was pretty sure that Josh had some tricks up his sleeves, and this could be just a bait to make us think he's at Wan Chai while he's cunningly waiting for us at Exhibition Center, or it could be Cody and Henrik. It turns out it was not a bait, and we managed to sneak past Josh on Hong Kong Island. In hindsight, it was such a magical plan. How the hell did that work? Well, I guess I thought too much of the Exhibition Center Station in Season 2 for the landmine, but this time, Josh forgot about the Exhibition Center Station to let us sneak through. Yet it was still far from over. Stage 1 of the plan complete. I think we snuck past Josh and who's the other one? Ian. I keep on forgetting who the teams are. I think we snuck past them. Now we need to sneak past Henrik and Cody. If we can do that, we will get the first point. I don't know if we can sneak past them because Admiralty is. Yes, but they know that we're going to the South Island line because that's the only one we can afford. Because we did. It's fine, it's fine. We can do it. I have a tissue ball, okay? I'm gonna juggle.
Does it say with your foot?
It doesn't say with your foot, it says juggle. Juggling. They were happy until when they were done, they asked us for his location because Life 360 was laggy because GPS is terrible on the Hong Kong MTR underground, and I sent them our location at Admiralty Station. Now they had all their hopes set on one team left. Team Charmander of Cody and Henrik versus me and Kelly on Team Bulbasaur at Admiralty Station for one final showdown. Okay, so just to give you an idea what's going on right now, there are a lot of stuff that goes down to where we think they are, but they're all very close to each other, so they'll definitely see us. Should we try? Another thing that we sadly said off camera was how Kelly asked me if I'd consider Henrik as smart, and then I replied something with like, Henrik can be smart, so he probably is or something. Which, looking back at this precise moment of whether we should go down and be able to avoid Henrik and Cody, was pretty funny. So, we stepped down the escalator, sadly without filming views that make them recognize me more easily, and we reached the platform. 2 minutes to the train. 1 minute to the train. Eventually, we got onto the train. They were not at Admiralty Station. Alright, so we're now on the South the South Island line. If Henrik and Cody are not on this train, they lose. And we get the first point. Come on. Alright, hide. I don't want them to catch us like through the window. Don't catch us through the window, please. Don't catch us through the window, please. Don't be on this train. They were not on our train either. But as our spirits were up, we did not know one thing. They were waiting for us at our next stop, Ocean Park Station. There was now nothing we could do with our fate. If they boarded our train and tagged us, we could be caught. There was no way to escape the trap. If we got off, they would tag us as well. Our capture was now inevitable, and we walked into their trap. However, Cody and Henrik had an argument right before we arrived. Cody thought they were on the wrong platform. Henrik thought they were on the right platform. Henrik persuaded Cody to stay amidst his concerns, but Henrik was confident he himself was right, and so they stayed on the same platform.